Hello, I'm Dawn. This is Yarn is a Sport, and thanks for coming by to Play Ball. This is episode 4 of 5 weeks for Yarn Vent. I have 2 advents that I'm opening. One of them is GRISWOLD Family Vacation by PolkaDotCreekYarns in Canada. I had to. My dad's name is Clark. We've gone over that. Today you get the secret recipe for my mom's eggnog. And I'm not going to give you the exact, I'm going to give you how to do it. Then the other advent I have is SkeinCocaine. And that one is Bowie. My daughter's a big fan of David Bowie. I have a special guest that's making noise. You might get to see her later. The way that my daughter and I did this is, since she's a big fan and she knows all the songs, I had her guess the colors for that one, and I guessed the colors for this one. This one is wrapped up with a little sticker, and I thought the sticker was the name of the yarn, so that was my guess. Some of them it matches, some of them it doesn't. So next week I will tally and let you know how many are named and which ones were guessed right. And I'm going to show them to you in the order that they were opened. And then next week, I think I'll see if I can figure out a fade or if I'm going to keep them in the same order. So now that we're, I don't know, 10 minutes into this. Oh, only 2 minutes. Let's start. This is the fabulous bag that it came in. It's a doctor style bag. I love that this opens up so wide. And it's a hard frame. It's got pockets on both sides. Love this. And I like that it's the faux, the vinyl, the faux leather on the bottom, because it's easier to clean. You don't have to worry about it getting dirty. All right. Thus far, these are the colors. Fabulous colors. And I am going to continue with day 18. And this is, oh dear, did I break wind? And that was Aunt Bethany. And if I remembered, she was wearing like greens and some pinks. So I thought that's the color scheme it would be in. This is by that Yak Yarnery. Again, these are Canadian yarn companies. And I pre-opened these. I haven't seen them yet. I thought that would be quicker and less crinkly. Oh, I was close, but not, I'm not going to count it. Beautiful colors. And this is shades of burgundy and brown, rose, off-white. And this is Shitters Full. The Yak Yarnery. Look at these colors. Are these not gorgeous? This is not showing, this is not doing justice. This is a rosy pink. It's a mauve. It's a pinkish brown color. Very nice. The next one is by that Yarn Habit. And for this one, the tag says, I'm sorry, this is the family's first kidnapping. Now, if you knew the movies, this wasn't. I think they took a park attendant in the first one, kind of forced him to open the park for them. Kind of counts as kidnapping in a way. And I said that I thought this would be black, white, and I can't read my writing. Oh, navy blue. So here we are. And this is called Little Full, Lot of Sap. And I think this is the colors I guessed for that. This is forest green and browns. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, that was upside down. That's better. So then, the 20th is by Mammoth Yarn. It says, Aunt Bethany, does your cat eat Jell-O? And the reason that this is funny is my dad grew up with my father-in-law since they were young boys, like 3 and 7. And my father-in-law was the older of the two, closer than brothers. My dad set them up. It's a long story. Basically, my dad took my mother-in-law on a date, and she said, I am not marrying a military man. He's like, well, let's finish the date. When she went to the loo, the toilet, after dinner, which was at a restaurant, diner, he used a payphone, talking the 50s, late 50s, mid 50s, used the payphone and called his friend, my father-in-law, and said, can you meet me at the skating rink? And he set them up, and they dated after that. But the reason this is funny with the Jell-Os is we would go to my in-laws' family reunions when I was young, because my dad would be invited because, his my aunt-in-law kind of helped raise him and things. And always my mother-in-law brought Jell-O salad. In the last, decade that we've been married, there's never less than 3 Jell-O salads at a family function, be it reunion, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. There's always a minimum of 3. One of them is a mayonnaise, one of them is a vegetable, and then one of them is a sweet one for dessert. So that's why that's so funny to me. You got to find the humor in life. Like I said, I'm embracing this. Okay, so this one was by Mammoth Yarn, and the title was Aunt Bethany. And I said, because it was lime Jell-O, I said it would be lime green with orange and tan and green speckles. And this isn't. It's a gorgeous colorway. This one is also called Shitter's Full. Everyone's favorite line in that movie, I think. This is very nice. It's beiges and not really speckles, but a melding pops of like a coral and a brown, a little bit of green. Very nice. Okay. I am going to name that dog Persephone after somebody. This one is my favorite phrase, and it is not from the movie, but it is what I believe encompasses the movie. To me, with that movie, I mean, I know it's slapstick and it's funny, but to me, the ongoing theme in that movie was the generosity of Clark. He just wanted to give. He just wants to make people happy and solve their problems, and that's what my dad was like. So you may know from last year, we had this hung up in the front of the RV. I found a glittery cardboard cutout, and it said, "In a world full of Grinches, be a Griswold." And for this one, I thought it would be navy blues with speckles of colors. I don't know why navy blues, and I didn't, maybe because I'm influenced by the paper. My dad was in the military, that could be it. And I think Clark wears a lot of, sounds weird saying Clark, it sounds like my dad. The Chevy Chase character wears a lot of like navy blue in that, if I remember. And this is by Sea Turtle, which was my dad's, one of my dad's sayings was Sea Turtle Fiber Arts. And it is called the Happiest Christmas. And this is navy blue with pops of color. I'm taking that win. Okay. The next one is Squirrel. And I said this would be Browns. This is Neatnik Yarns. Now, the squirrel is funny because we did have an episode where we had a squirrel make its way down my parents' chimney from the fireplace into the house. It was not pretty. It was a ranch house that my parents had. It was not a 2-story. But I remember the brooms and the rake and the buckets, and so this is Squirrel, and I guessed Browns, and oh, it's not. It's gorgeous color. This custom colorway was inspired by Christmas Vacation and made exclusively for the Canadian Christmas Advent 2023. Thanks so much, PolkaDotCreekYarn, for including Neatnik Yarns. Oh. Okay, so there's their tag, and they included a button. And it's funny because I have been thinking about doing this as a cardigan with just one button. I may have to do that. This is the color, and it is not, it looks more blue there. Almost Wedgwood, I would say, from what I can see. A dark Wedgwood, a cornflower, and this is a true teal. This is a very deep blue-green color. So although the ribbon is the right color, the yarn, this is just gorgeous. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to see if I can pull this to a single. See if we can get it to stay on there. Okay. Then day 23 is Creek Gardens Crafts. And this one is That's a honey of a tree, Clark. Is it real? And I said this would be tan and burgundy. I don't know why. There we go. Wow. And it is brown. I'm going to say a emerald green and a rosy mauve color. And this one is called Clark in the Attic, and they hit the mark. This was the turban, the stole, the house coat. Perfect. Perfect. Really thrilled about that coloring. There's the tag. All right. And day 24. Catherine, if this turkey tastes as good as it looks, we're in for a very big treat. This is by Sassy Strings. And I said that I thought it would be I didn't guess. Oh, tan and burgundy is what this one. Green, brown, and navy for the last one. So I didn't get the last one. Didn't get this one. But this one is called Eddie's Winnebago. And that's funny because Winnebago is prominent and I don't know that it was a Winnebago that's in that movie. Perhaps. But this is really pretty butter yellow with a peach in it and a very pretty aqua blue. Gorgeous color. So this is what we have for the minis. These were this week. And these are this is the colorway for the season. And like I said, I'll go through, I'll match them up on my guesses, but do that next week. This one, I would think I'm going to work into a fade. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave them the way they are. I have another sweater that I wear, you may have seen, that is just kind of hodgepodge, that it's two laces put together and marled. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll take a picture. I'll know how they had them, and then I can play with it, and we'll see. Now we're going to get the SkeinCocaine David Bowie. This one, my daughter's a big fan. She knew all of the songs. So, thus far, this is the colorway. Now, these are all by GINA of SkeinCocaine. And she has a puzzle of boxes. And all I did was open the flap of the boxes so it would be easier, quicker. All right, number 18 was Mars. And my daughter said she thought this would be burnt umber. And it is trying to get the puzzle piece back in. Oh, that's what the problem is. It slipped down. Okay. She said burnt umber, and this is definitely more safety orange or fluorescent orange. It's a bright orange. I'll give her half a point. Then, see, that one was Mars. The next one is The Man Who Sold the World, number 19, and she said it would be turquoise olive with autumn oranges. Okay. I'll give her a third of a point. She said it would be turquoise, olive, and oranges, and it is oranges. Not quite as yellow as it's showing there. That's more of a coral on here, but very, very pretty colors. I like how that one is. Okay. The next one is called Hunky Dory. Number 20 is Hunky Dory. And she said it would be forest green, yellow, and orange. I'm going to give it to her. There's some forest green, some orange. I thought I saw some yellow in here. A little bit of a yellow. I'll give her half a point. Beautiful colorway. I just love GINA's colors. I am so glad that I got an advent from her. And I think I was the last one to get in there because she was going to cut. She said she was going to cut it off that night, and I thought maybe I did something wrong. I couldn't get the thing to go through, and I think she opened it for me, which was really nice. Okay, this one is Modern Love, and my daughter said it would be deep red, yellow, pinks, purple, and speckles. And I'm going to give her half a point for this one too. This is more greens, but it does have the colors in there for speckles. She said blues, purples. Give her a quarter of a point. It's a beautiful colorway. All right. The next one is Blue Jean. And my daughter said this would be number 22, red. Okay. I would think it would be like jeans, but it is a really nice. Look at that. The deep navy. It's like when your jeans have areas that are faded. The deep ones. Very nice. Excuse me, my guest is in something she's not supposed to be. Okay. The next one is Rebel Rebel. And she said this would be is that right? Yeah. Turquoise black with neon purple and yellow. So turquoise, black, neon. Oh, this one is shades of blue. Almost like stonewashed jeans, you know, the really faded. Goes really nice with this other. We'll see that in just a moment. Okay. Then Little Drummer Boy. Now, Little Drummer Boy, I think he guest performed with, I want to say Andy Williams. And there used to be a little like felt caricature stop motion like Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Is it Frosty? Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I know, is one of them. And I don't know if I've seen that one. I don't know if they have that one anymore. And she said dark orange. Oh, there's some oranges in it, but this is definitely, it's deep tones. Oh, that's well on there. And yeah, that's kind of the colors that were in it. It's very somber. Very nice. So, we have one skein left for each of them, which I think it's 50 grams in the other one, and I think it's 100 grams in this one. And I will show those next week. It will be this big box here. Again, there's the puzzle. I don't know if there's other pictures. I think it's just, they're all like, make their way through. But I don't know how many renditions there are, if there's just one solution to the puzzle. But here we are. So the first 10. And there we are with the full colorway. It is very nice. I'm excited to see that last one. I like the bright in the middle. It's a nice fade. This will be used the way it is. I'm going to make a sweater for my daughter for her Christmas for next year. Okay, I didn't get permission from my daughter, but come here. This is my guest. Isn't she adorable? She is 7 months old, very smart, usually well behaved. She never barks. She's good at attention. Not too bad. She listens pretty well. Well, I want to thank you for coming by. I hope you're enjoying the Advents. If you've been trying to guess the colors along with me, comment below. Let me see if you've come closer than we have. I'll have the tally next week, the last skeins for each. And like I said, I'll go through on the GRISWOLD vacation and see which descriptions for the titles I maybe got right, and play around with the fade and see if I'm going to keep it that way. That one will be for myself, or if I'm going to change it up. Well, it would be Christmas Eve I'm filming this early, and if you don't have it done, you can always let them know what it is, show them the work in process. Just make sure that they're knit worthy, and don't be afraid to be a selfish crafter and do for yourself. Enjoy the crafting. Merry Christmas, a blessed New Year. I hope you're with me New Year's Eve day for the next one. But do know that you have my best wishes. God's blessings to you. Thanks for coming by to Play Ball.